Good morning, everybody. Hello, anybody? Hey, Barbara. How was the golf game yesterday? Looked like a couple people had some good shots. Anybody else out there getting ready to do some boot camp? I am seated because we are going to start seated today. We're going to kind of switch things up. Hey, Carol. Haven't seen you for a while. At least not legibly online or live. Hey, Deb. And I should just remind you all that even though sometimes I can see that you're watching, I cannot actually see you. So don't be worried that I can see what you're doing if you're just watching or you're not doing anything or you're not properly dressed or whatever. I cannot see into your rooms. You can see me, but I cannot see you. So that's always a good thing for you. Hey, Pam. So I pulled out a really, really old kind of a boot camp power class that I used to teach at the Y, actually. Good morning, Joyce. Hey, Doc, how you doing? So we are going to start seated. We're going to just do our warm-up with our abs this morning so that we get that out of the way. So if you need to start your watches to get your credit for your workout, go ahead and do that. Yesterday I've kind of forgot to set my watch for the yoga. So last night I was dancing around in my, I see that you're here, Pat and Jim. I had to, hey Susan, I had to dance around in my bedroom last night for about 10 minutes to get a couple extra calories burned so that I closed all my rings on my Apple Watch. So we're going to start laying down. You need a couple of weights for today's workout. If you don't have weights, something heavy, at least one weight, heavy weight. So let's just start laying down. I want you to give yourself just a big full body stretch and a big inhale and a big as you exhale, relaxing your shoulders, and then another big inhale. And another big as you exhale. Don't get too comfortable down here. One more inhale, stretch. And a big through your mouth. And then give yourself a big hug. Bring those knees in. And then extend your legs back out again. So let's bring them in on an exhale. And extend out on an inhale. And then back in, blowing out through your lips. And then extending out the best you can. If you need to just walk those legs out, inhaling. And bring them back in again. And one more time. Remember, you need to play your own music. Once you get your knees in, let's just drop them over or move them over your hips, arms out to the side. Let's just drop them halfway over to one side, bring them up to center, halfway over to the other side. And then just side to side. So you're just trying to warm up your core, getting our abs in at the beginning to get your warm up in so that we don't waste a lot of time today. So we'll just start nice and easy. If this feels too hard for you right away, please feel free to put your feet down on the mat or on the floor, wherever you're at. And if it feels too easy, you can always start to straighten your legs. So make sure that you're pressing your back down into the mat. your belly button down into your spine, your shoulders down away from your ears, and relaxed into the floor. All right, one more time each side. And then let's give yourself a little hug. And then just put your feet down on the floor, a little bit wider than your hips, hands behind your head. Let's just do basic crunches up and down. I'm just gonna do, I don't know, 15 or 20. Doesn't matter how many you do, just as many as you can get in as I'm doing them. So you're gonna just lift your chest straight up to the ceiling. Again, belly button into your spine. You're exhaling through your lips as you come up, inhaling as you lower down through your nose. So a little Pilates breath as you lift up and lower down. Elbows stay wide. Let's do about 2 more here. And then let's just start taking it to each side, reaching one hand at a time. So all ready. You can start to feel that twist at your waist. And I don't know what we were doing yesterday, but I can already feel this in my core. So try to keep your elbow on the floor, and when you twist over to that side, just take a glance at your elbow. That will help you make that rotation at your waist, reaching for the outside of your thigh. We're going to do 6 more, so 3 on each side. That's 2, 3, 4, 2 more. And then bring those knees in, give yourself a little hug. And let's just take those knees around your hip joints in one direction. And then let's go around the other direction. So we'll probably go about 45 minutes this morning, so you give you enough time to either change or take a little break before yoga. Let's bring those knees in and give yourself that hug. Turn your feet around your ankle joints, opposite direction. And then let's extend your right leg and leave your left knee in. Bring your upper body up, and then let's just bicycle. Bringing your knee in and then switching. So really pull that knee in for the first couple with that opposite, or with your arms, extending out through your toes or out through your heels, upper body up, shoulders off the floor, looking out through those feet. Let's go one more time on each side. Bring your knees in, drop your knees over to the right, look over to the left. Just take a couple of breaths. Bring your knees back up through center, drop them to the other side. Looking over to the right. One more core exercise. So bring your knees back up over your hips. We're just going to bicycle now, but your hands are going to be behind your head. So we're going to twist and twist, extending out. So go nice and slow. Exhale, exhale, exhale. So inhale as you switch, exhale as you twist.
The lower your legs are down to the ground, the harder it is. We're going to do 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give your knees a little hug. Again, drop them over to the left. Looking over to the right. Bring the knees up through center. Drop them over to the right. Look over to the left. Come back to center. Give yourself a little hug. Bring your hands behind your knees, so behind your hamstrings. I want you to rock a couple of times until you can come up on those sit bones. And then I want you to find that place where you're going to balance. And then see if you can reach your hands towards your toes. If you need to keep your hands right here on your hamstrings, perfectly fine. If you need to keep your hands back behind you to keep your spine nice and straight. You don't want to be doing this. You don't want to be rounding through that spine. So shoulder blades together, shoulders down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's just roll up onto your hands and knees. Just do a little cat and cow. So you inhale into cow and exhale into cat. So pull that belly button in as you round your spine. Then extend your spine and flex. A couple more times. The nice neutral spine. Let's tuck your toes and let's just push your hips up. Walk your fingers towards your toes and just roll right on up. Couple big shoulder rolls, and then let's get started with the actual full body workout. So we're going to take one of your weights, just one, hold it in your right hand. We're going to do kettlebell squats. So your feet are going to be wider than your hips. We're going to do that 1 minute at a time for each exercise. So what it looks like is a squat. You're going to pull that weight up just to your shoulder height, and you're just going to try to use your hips and your legs to power that weight up. You're not going to try to use your shoulder or your arm. You are going to use it, but it's mostly your hips as you kind of thrust that weight up. So let's see where we're at. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, go. Let's do 30 seconds on each arm. Exhaling as you bring the weight up. Just right to your eye level. Pushing back into the hips, then squeezing the glutes as you push the weight up. You have about 5 seconds, so start switching that weight. Other side. 30 seconds. Should be kind of a heavier weight because this is legs. Legs. Woo, 10 seconds. Push and squeeze. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Same weight. Overhead, we're going to do tricep extensions. You're going to go down and up for 1 minute. Let's go. If you need to switch weights, if you need something heavier, if you need, to hike a foot back. This is fine. You're as tall as you can be. Heart rate's elevated, for sure. But breathe. Inhale, exhale. That's halfway. Ooh. How we doing? Good, you can't press any button on your computer or your phone because you're working. You got 4 seconds. 2 and 1. All right, lunges, same weight. We're gonna step forward, add that rotation, come back and back. Let's go. We're gonna alternate legs. You don't have to use the weight, and you do not have to add the rotation. You decide. It is your workout. I'm just a guide. So, nice and tall. You can actually kind of give yourself a little bit of bicep work here. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Core working, thighs working, glutes. All right, done. All right, what's next on the list? I have no idea because I've just done things out of order. All right, let's do some bicep curls. So grab the other weight that matches this. We're gonna go bicep curls to overhead press with the calf raise. In 3, 2, 1. You curl, press, lift up on the toes. Curl, press, up. So let's try to do the hammer curls where your palms are facing each other the whole time. Press up on the toes to get your calves, and you're pressing up with the weights for that shoulder press. Exhaling when you bring the weights up. 20 seconds. Ooh. 7 seconds. All right, put those weights down. And we're going to go back to legs. So single leg dead lifts. Put your right foot out in front. You could have little weights if you want it in your hand, or no weights. You can hold them in your hands or not. We're just going to dip down and back up. We're going to stay on one leg the whole time. I think I am going to hold on to some weights. In 3, 2, 1, go. One leg at a time. We'll switch after 30 seconds. This is bad because I'm not even looking at my notes. I hope we remember what we're doing. Try to tip forward at your hip. Come all the way back up to standing. We might have to do 45 seconds on each leg because 30 seconds isn't enough time to really get yourself balanced. 5 seconds. Try to do one more at least. And then let's switch sides. 45 on this side. You can put your foot down if you need to. Do your best.
Soften the standing knee, go slow. Actually, the slower you go, might be a little harder that way, depending on how your body is today. You have 5 seconds while I look to see what we're doing next. All right, let's get those same weights. We're gonna go down, actually we don't need the weights. We're going down for push-ups. So you can stay at the wall if you need to. Wide arm push-ups. So your hands are wide. We got 1 minute starting in 3, 2, 1, go. Down and up. Try to go the same amount of time down, same amount of time up. 90-degree angle at the, what are those called? Elbows. Find a breathing pattern that works for you. Best to exhale probably when you're pushing up. Core firm, strong, long spine. You're doing fabulous. If I could see you, I know you're doing great. 10 seconds. All right, up you go. So, what have we done? Biceps, triceps. We need back. So, those weights, same ones. What you're going to do is tip at your hip. We're going to just row here and down. So, in 3, 2, 1, you're just going to row and back down. So, bring the elbows straight back. Slightly bend the knees. Maybe a little bit more weight in your heels. Pulling your shoulder blades together. Exhaling here as you pull up. Extending those arms all the way down, like feeling that your shoulders kind of come out of the socket a little bit to get that nice full range of motion. 15 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, take your break. Take your break, take your break. So, 2-minute break. Do whatever you need to. Keep moving a little bit. We doing okay? Let's see if anybody has commented. Oh, hi, Nancy. I'm so impressed, Nancy, with your 75 yesterday. That's so awesome. Oh, Pam, no yoga? That's okay. Okay. All right. Oh, gosh, we still have 1 minute and 15 seconds. That's good. So what else is everybody doing today? I am going to go golf in my own golf cart. I might try to ride my bike. I'm also working on a little Pilates certification using weights and the little Thigh Master, Suzanne Summers Thigh Master thing. Bands also. Just making sure all my certifications are up to date. You have about 30 seconds. So we're going to start back with the kettlebell squats in 25 seconds. Are you drinking? Water, because right now it's only, 9:25. You don't want to start too early on the drinking, right? Right. All right, kettlebell swings, ready? Let's start in your left hand this time. Wide legs, weight right in front of you. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. Down and swing. Push, squeeze those glutes. 30 seconds in each arm, but that weight is very light in that hand. Just to your eyesight and back down. 3, 2, 1, you're switching. Notice any difference? Right side, left side, right side. "15 seconds. Should be getting your heart rate up. Four, 3, 2, 1. Tricep extensions. Holding the weight overhead, down and up. You decide how you're going to hold the weight. Keep the elbows as close to your ears and head as you can. Halfway. "20 seconds. Looks kind of dreary outside, but Google tells me it's not going to rain. 5 seconds. Actually, maybe 10 seconds. So let's do 4, 3, 2, 1. Twist with the lunge. Let's start with your left foot first. In 3, 2, 1, go. I know we've been doing this every single time, but I think it's a fabulous exercise to do. Get your legs, get your core, get your shoulders, get your heart rate up, your balance, a little power as you press back, a little coordination, everything. 15 seconds. Five seconds. So try to end on that right side. Grab both weights. Biceps, overhead press, calf raises. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Sometimes I give you a little extra second or two so that I can get you right on a good spot on my clock. You're welcome. Curl, press, balance on the toes. Up, press. Exhale when it feels the hardest. I know, you're thinking I'd be exhaling the whole time. Keep going, 25 more seconds. "20. Five seconds. All right, put those weights down. All right, what do we got? I don't remember. That was that. I don't remember. So let's do rows because I don't remember, but I'll try to remember as we come back. So you're going to bend over and we're going to do row, up and down. All right. That was a big break. 3, 2, 1, go. Up and down. Remember, shoulder blades together. Try to look at this list and see. Oh yeah, now I remember what we were supposed to do. We got 2 more exercises. Yeah, wouldn't you know, I'd forget the one that I don't like. Halfway. I know my husband thinks I'm weird in here. Just talking to myself. Keep going, 25 seconds. I think I'm gonna stand back up when I do this. All right, 15. Anybody else sweating? 3, 2, and 1. All right, single leg deadlifts. Start on your left foot. Hold your weights if you want. I'm going to forgo the weights right now. You have 45 seconds on each side. 3, 2, 1, go. You're just tipping forward and rising back up. Seeing how far you can go down. Maybe touching the floor. Maybe not. Maybe holding on to weights. Maybe not. Should be a little bit easier this time around. All right, 5 more seconds. Let's switch sides. That might have been a minute. I can't remember. Let's try a minute over here. We only got 1 more exercise sort of to do. All right, so keep your spine long. Tip at your hip. Find that focal point and stare at it. Breathe. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Come on down for some push-ups. Hands out in 3, 2, 1, go. Knees or toes at the wall, on a chair. Hey Joyce, I would like some little comment that we did not do dips today. You're welcome. Probably have Alice mad at me and Joyce happy with me. All right, that is 40 seconds. You got 20 seconds more. Not necessarily 20 more. Five seconds. All right, push back into child's pose. We got 1 more exercise to do. Just because I know that you're thinking 30 minutes is just not long enough. All right, 1 more core exercise to finish us off. So we're going to do plank 3 times, 1 minute each. So get yourself ready. You got 8 seconds. Find your plank position. You can hover, straight arms, knees, or toes. 3, 2, 1, go. So shoulders are over your wrists. Your booty lower than your shoulders.
but higher than your ankles. Your core, belly button in towards your spine. Everything is long. Think about pushing out through your heels, reaching out through the crown of your head. And breathing. 20 seconds left. You're way more than halfway. Go to your happy place. Used to be my couch. Now it's getting to be kind of my boring place. 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. 30 seconds of rest. Oh. We're going to do that 2 more times. It's going to get harder because you're already tired. For sure. You got 5 seconds. Start getting up. 3, 2, 1, go. Just shut your eyes. Take deep breaths. Drop your shoulders down towards your waist. Breathe. So it's perfectly fine if you feel like you need to drop your knees at any point. You're 15 seconds away. You're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Child's pose. Just one more. So if you want to come up and just stretch your shoulders, you can do that. Oh my goodness, sweat, sweat, sweat. 10 seconds. This time I'm going to go into a little hover. You can do whatever. 3, 2, 1, 1 minute. Do your best. When you want to drop down to your knees, I want you to try to take at least 2 more full breaths. Maybe move your hips around a little bit if you feel like you want to drop. Maybe just move a bit. So that's perfectly fine. Like just kind of shake out your legs or push back into your heels. "20 seconds. 15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. All right, up into a back bend. So push your belly button down. Extend up through your spine. Wipe up any sweat and breathe. All right, put your head down. Bend your knees, widen your knees, and just drop your feet side to side a couple of times. All right, with your legs wide, take your hands at your chest and push your upper body up again. Feel that really nice stretch in the front side of your body. And then push yourself back into that wide leg child's pose. If you need to bring your knees in a little bit, go ahead. And then let's come up into downward facing dog. So pull your hands in a little bit, shift your hips up and back. Push your chest towards your thighs. And really stretch your hamstrings, your calves, your shoulders. And then just walk your feet up towards your hands. Just kind of fold at your hips, slightly bend your knees. But think about pushing those hips up to get those hamstrings stretched again. Grab onto your elbows and then slowly just rise up, holding onto your elbows. Bring those elbows up over your head and back behind your head and breathe. So tricep stretch, try to just bring your elbows behind, holding onto your triceps with those opposite fingers. Breathe. Open up your chest. Stretch your back. Bring your hands up tall, left leg behind your right. Reach over. Other way. All right, both hands, both feet down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more breath, inhale up. And exhale down. See you back in 30 minutes for some yoga. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. Like I've said every single day, if I wasn't doing this with you, I wouldn't be doing it at all. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're not going to join me for yoga right now or in the next 30 minutes, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks. Bye-bye.